The rule of law. What is it and why is it so important? Did you know that one of the key ingredients for living in a free, equal, and open society is the rule of law? But what is it exactly? The rule of law is a system of laws, institutions, agreements, and norms that a society has agreed to follow. The rule of law makes sure that everyone, from individuals to institutions, both public and private, including the state itself, must all follow the same rules. You can compare it to a football game. It's only really fair if everyone plays by the same rules. The rule of law ensures that your government, regardless of who is in power, continues to serve the interests of all its citizens and not just itself. To ensure this, you need an independent legal system so that judges can pass fair and impartial judgments without being subject to political pressure. Without this, those in power could do whatever they want without fear of repercussions or being held accountable. The rule of law guarantees us that our government is protecting our access to basic needs such as education, healthcare, information, and legal services, instead of protecting its own interests. And yet, as important as it is, for most of us, the rule of law is so ingrained in our society that we've come to take it for granted. It's like oxygen. You only notice it when it's not there. What are the principles of the rule of law that we have come to take for granted? A strong, independent, and accessible legal system, where judges are free of political and economic constraints and able to form fair and independent judgments, and where everyone has access to free legal representation in court. A political system free of corruption and nepotism, where officials serve the public and act in the best interest of the citizens. A critical civil society and free press, where citizens can inform themselves, offer criticism, and hold those in power accountable. Respect for the rule of law is important always and everywhere. But in the EU, it is also a fundamental part of the agreement that every member state has entered into. On both a local and international level, the rule of law is a key ingredient for life in a democracy. It forms the core of our trust in one another and of the society that we live in. That's why it is so important that we all work together to preserve and protect the rule of law. Visit www.nhc.nl and search for Rule of Law to find out more.